Hi, I'm Rahi and this is IronPulse, an AI-powered anemia screening assistant built right into Slack. Anemia affects a huge share of the global population, but regular blood tests aren't always easy to access, especially in underserved communities. My teammate Shelley and I had already built a working validated ML system for anemia detection. This hackathon gave us the perfect reason to bring it into a space people already use every day, Slack. So now I'll describe what it does quickly. Iron Pulse can take a voice note, a photo of your nails, or just typed symptoms and give you a hemoglobin estimate and risk level right in a DM. Let me show you.
Now we'll go to the live demo. I'll describe my symptoms and my last known hemoglobin level. Can you check my anemia risk? My symptoms are fatigue and headache and my hemoglobin was 11.56. Cassie, that's our agent, picks this up, calls our MCP tool behind the scenes and comes back with a structured risk assessment, hemoglobin estimate, risk level, and a gentle recommendation to see a doctor. Always with a clear disclaimer that this is a screening tool, not a diagnosis. Another supporting model is nail image demo. It also handles multimodal input. Here I am sending a photo of my nails. The backend analyzes pallor alongside any symptoms I have shared and fuses everything into a single, more confident estimate. Under the hood, the agent downloads the file from Slack, base64 encodes it and passes it straight into our MCP tool.
Here's how it all fits together. Slack Bolt for Python runs in a socket mode and listens for messages and file uploads. The Claude agent SDK powers the conversation, deciding when to call our tools and maintaining context across a thread using session IDs. We wrapped our existing multimodal ML model, voice biomarkers, nail imaging, and system fusion as an MCP tool called Access Anemia Risk. That tool builds a request and calls our fast API backend deployed on render, which runs the actual extra trees fusion model. This MCP integration is the core of our submission. Now here is robustness and error handling. We also made sure this doesn't break when things go wrong. If the backend is slow or temporarily down, the agent doesn't crash. It tells the user the service is unavailable, reminds them of their last result, and gently nudges them toward a doctor if their risk was already concerning.
Okay, now we'll talk about the impact it has and what happens next. That is what we have learned and where this goes. Because this lives inside Slack, there's no new app to download, no separate login, just a conversation. That matters for accessibility, especially for communities where a quick, low friction health check can make a real difference. Going forward, we would love to add real time search for surfacing relevant health resources and move our backend to a more reliable hosting tier. Thank you for watching.